Aloha, namaste. I'm Ash. This is Cosmo. Welcome to Inner Work Yoga, where we practice to heal from the inside out. Today's practice is all about letting go of self-judgment and any guilt that we've been harboring and holding on to in our bodies. And moving and doing things like yoga and breath work is a great way for us to process our emotions and release any stored tension, emotions, or trauma that we're still holding on to in our body. When it comes to things like judgment, self-criticism, being a perfectionist, we're holding those things in our stomach and in our spleen, as well as guilt. And this makes sense when we look at issues like IBS or digestion issues or bloating, constipation, feeling those anxiety feelings in our stomach. This is all coming from those pent-up emotions of clinging and clenching and trying so hard to be perfect and holding ourselves to impossible standards. Also, when we look at our past mistakes, not being accepting or forgiving of ourselves that we didn't know any better at the time, and we're still lovable and worthy as we make mistakes, and it's okay to mess up in your life and to still be lovable, still be worthy as you're learning from these things. And so this class is all about letting go of holding ourselves to impossible standards, which for me is great because I have tried to record this class like 10 times already, and I am ironically holding myself to an impossible standard because I want to give you the best class, and I'm holding myself to this such high standard. So I'm going to hold myself accountable to letting myself mess up in front of you. And that's okay. It's okay for me to make mistakes, for me to misspeak, for me to be not seen as perfect. And I invite you to self-reflect on that as we go through this class. So what you'll need is a journal and a pen so that you can set your intention for today's practice of what you're releasing. And if you have the inner workbook, you can read along as I'll be referring to it, the section on unhealed guilt and judgment as well throughout this class. So let's go ahead and begin. Come to a comfortable seat, close your eyes, and center yourself in your breath. Take a few moments to just relax, sit up tall, roll your shoulders back, and bring your awareness into this present moment. Begin to breathe intentionally. In and out through your nose. For the next 30 minutes, there's nowhere to go, nowhere else to be, nothing to do, nothing to figure out. You've already arrived here and now. Notice already if your stomach is tight. Bring your awareness to your belly. You can even put your hands on your belly. Invite your stomach, your belly to soften. Invite your spleen even to relax. It's safe for me to relax. It's safe for me to let my belly release. And let's take together 3 deep belly cleansing breaths. Empty out your lungs completely. Inhale, fill your lungs to their fullest capacity. Let your belly get big and round like a balloon filling with air. Exhale, sigh out through your mouth, H-A-ha. Inhale, big belly breath in. Exhale, big sigh out. It's okay to let my belly relax. Last one. Beautiful. And you can keep your hands on your belly. Usually in yoga, we bring our hands to our heart, but since this class is dedicated to our belly and our spleen, let's keep our hands on our belly. I want you to go inside of yourself. Bring your awareness into your stomach, into your spleen, in your mind's eye. Ask your belly, what judgments am I holding on to about myself? What judgments am I holding on to about myself? could be about your appearance, state of your health, the state of your finances. Could be about your living conditions, something you said that you're embarrassed about. Check in with your belly and get to the root. Belly, what judgments am I holding about myself? And then ask yourself, belly, when's the first time you felt that way? When's the first time you felt that way? And maybe you can pinpoint a moment in your childhood or an earlier moment in life where your thinking went from, of course I'm lovable, of course I'm awesome, of course I'm amazing, of course I can do this, to self-doubt, self-criticism, self-judgment. Maybe it was somebody that you look up to, like a parent or a loved one said to you. Maybe it was from comparing yourself to others, not feeling accepted or fitting in. What was that moment? And then check in also with your spleen. Spleen, what guilt are you holding on to? What guilt are you holding on to? And this could be any moment where you really haven't truly forgiven yourself. You truly haven't had that acceptance where you understand that you were doing the best that you could in that moment. And it's okay that in that moment in time, that was your behavior, or that was the thing you said, or that was the choice you made. Some moment that you really just haven't been able to reconcile that that's what you did, and it was the best you could do at the time. You still think that you could have did better, or you shouldn't have done that, and your spleen knows. And once you have this awareness of belly, what judgments are you holding, spleen, what guilt are you holding, and what was the first memory, you can grab your journal and just write it down and bring awareness to it. You just take a moment and write out, my belly is holding on to the belief that I'm, and you fill in the blank. My first memory of this was when, fill in the blank, and I've been holding and carrying that ever since. My spleen is holding on to guilt about blank because it believes, fill in the blank, I should have known better, I made the wrong choice, I messed it up, whatever it is. When you're finished with your journal, the bottom right, today, I give my belly or my stomach and spleen permission to let these stories and emotions go. Today, I give my belly and my spleen, or my stomach and my spleen, permission to let these stories and emotions go. And then you can close your notebook and return to your comfortable seat. Maybe bring your hands back onto your belly, hold your belly and spleen, and remind your belly and your spleen, I give you permission to let these stories and these emotions go. And we'll begin to work it out with the rest of this class. So let's start with Bhastrika breathing. Inhale, inflate your belly big, round like a balloon. Exhale, snap your belly back into your spine. Inhale, big belly. Exhale, pump and snap back. Continue at your own pace. You can keep your hands on your belly or drop your hands onto your knees, whatever feels comfortable for you. My leg is falling asleep, so I'm going to readjust. Continue this breathing at your own pace. And as you do this Bhastrika breathing, this pumping of your belly, your stomach, I want you to imagine that you are pumping out all the toxicity, all the negativity. This breath is a breath that creates fire and heat within our body. So you might feel yourself getting warm, and that's a good thing because fire is the element of transformation. So in a sense, you're burning these things up. As you go a little faster, as you pump a little harder, you're creating more heat and burning up those stories, burning up those emotions. And as we know, nothing just disappears, it just gets transformed. So you're essentially taking this element of fire and transforming these emotions and these stories, hopefully into something new and positive. By the end of this class, you can have a more positive perspective about those stories. So let's continue this for one more minute. And as you continue this breath, just keep your awareness on your belly, on your spleen, and also on those stories, how they make you feel and how you are ready to fully acknowledge them and let them go. 30 more seconds. As fast as you can go for the last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a big breath in, reach your arms up, open your heart. Feel the lightness and space in your belly. Notice if your belly started to tighten, mine did. Just let it go, let it be round and open. And exhale, bring your hands through your heart center, through your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, and your heart, right back into your center. Awesome. Let's continue this releasing and cleansing of the belly and spleen. Bring your hands onto your shoulders with bear claw arms. As you inhale, twist to the left, and as you exhale, twist to the right. I want you to chant Sat Nam, Sat Nam, as you breathe and as you move. Sat left, Nam right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll do this for 2 minutes. And as you do this breath and you twist left and right at your own pace, chanting Sat Nam, connect with the mantra. Sat Nam is I am truth, truth is me. So all of these stories of guilt and judgment, they are the not truth. They are the lies. They are the delusions that are blocking us from experiencing the truth that everything is perfect. Every mistake we've ever made is leading us to who we are today, was necessary for our learning and our growing, that we needed to make mistakes in order to learn. It was actually a perfect part of our journey, and that the imperfections that we're trying to avoid are actually our wisdom. It's actually our gift to the world. So Sat Nam, Sat Nam. We've got 1 minute left. Continue to stay tall as you twist, anchor down through both sit bones. Let your neck naturally swivel with the rest of your spine. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. I am truth, truth is me. twisting back to the truth, emptying out, cleansing all these delusions, all these stories for the last 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. Hold still. Let your belly be open. Take notice of the freedom in your belly, in your heart, in your spleen. Exhale, hands through heart center. Truth is me. I am truth. Back to my center. Beautiful. Let's take a seated twist. Stretch your legs out in front of you. And give your legs a little shake. I know I need to. My legs are falling asleep. And bend your right leg so that your right heel comes right in front of your right sit bone. You can fit a fist between your sit bone and your heel, and a fist between your inner arch and your extended leg. Sit up nice and tall. And this time you can pull your belly in to help with a tall spine. Inhale, bring your right hand back behind you. Exhale, cross your left elbow to the outside of your knee. If this is too deep of a twist, you can always grab on to your outer leg, to your outer knee to help you in your twist. Try to work on keeping your knee exactly pointed up and even engage your extended leg. Pull your toes back, lift your heel off of the floor of your straight leg. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, twist to the right. And for me, I even feel my belly is stopping me from twisting. So you can actually grab onto your belly, grab onto your belly fat, make friends with it, love it, and just pull it out of the way so you can get a little bit of a deeper twist. Just pull your belly fat over to the right and let yourself twist a little bit deeper. And if you want to go even farther, cross your right foot over your left and take an even deeper twist. Drop your right shoulder back. Press your left elbow into your knee for an anchor. Keep both sit bones rooted on the floor. Close your eyes and breathe. Keep your extended leg activated. With each exhale, push the air out of your lungs, out of your belly, and twist even deeper. It's like you're wringing out a rag around your spine. But we're wringing out all these negative beliefs, all these negative delusions. Refocus on your journal entry. I give my belly and spleen permission to release these stored emotions and stories. Inhale, unbind. Return to center. Reach up tall. Inhale. Fill the space. Exhale, hands through heart center. Back to your truth. I am truth. Truth is me. And then same on the left. Bring your left heel down to the mat and create the same space. Fists between sit bones and heel. Fists between inner arch and extended leg. I like to wrap my hands around my knee to help sit me up even taller. Flex through your right leg. Inhale, take your left arm back as a kickstand. Exhale, hook your right elbow outside of your knee. Notice if there's a tendency for your knee to sickle in. Try to keep it upright by using your leg as an anchor. Press your knee into your arm, into your elbow. Press your elbow into your knee. Again, if you want to take this even deeper, you can cross your left foot over your right thigh. Move your belly out of the way and breathe here. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Try to release your back shoulder away from your ear. Can you go a little deeper as you exhale? Press and twist. Inhale, return to center. Straighten your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Take your legs into cobbler's pose. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your belly relax. Lift up tall as you breathe in. Exhale, lean forward with a flat back. Let your belly guide you. Imagine your navel is leading the pose. Lead with, instead of your heart, lead with your belly. Get long, get tall through your spine. And let your belly hang between your legs. Big round Buddha belly between your legs. Maybe you want to shake and swivel a little bit on your sit bones. Can you let your belly relax in this position with a straight back, belly released? See if you can use your elbows. Press your elbows into your inner knees, your inner thighs. Maybe lengthen a little farther forward. Bring your awareness into your belly. Usually this pose is all about the hips, but in each of these shapes, I'm going to keep inviting you to bring your awareness into your belly. This practice being for your belly, being for your spleen. And now round your back, grab onto your toes, let your forehead fall onto your feet. And bring your breath into your back body, behind your belly, behind your spleen, the middle of your back. Feel the sides of your waist expand left and right as you breathe in, and contract as you breathe out. With each exhale, you can invite your stomach to relax and your upper body to become heavier as you forward fold over your legs. Stay here for one more minute. And keep your awareness in your belly as you reflect on the invitation to release and let go of old stories of judgment and guilt. You can repeat these affirmations for the last 30 seconds. It's okay for me to make my mistakes. I'm never wrong. I'm only learning. It's okay for me to make my mistakes. I'm never wrong. I'm only learning. Let your belly relax. It's okay for me to make mistakes. I'm never wrong. Only learning. Inhale, sit yourself back up and take your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake. I'm going to turn sideways on my mat, but you can stay forward. And let's just take a counter pose, reverse bridge, again with awareness on the belly. Take your hands back behind you, point your fingers toward your sit bones, roll your shoulders back, bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor about 6 inches apart, hip width apart. Inhale, lift your hips up, roll your shoulders back, breathe into your belly, expand your belly like a balloon. Inhale, exhale, relax your belly. Keep your hips lifted. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly relaxes. Last one, inhale, big belly breath, lift your hips up. Exhale. Slowly lower your hips down. Awesome. Take your legs out wide into a wide V. And same thing here, forward fold with belly leading. Find your center on your sit bones. Flex your toes back toward your face so that your legs are engaged. Lift your chest and lead from your navel. On your exhale, walk your hands forward any amount. Let your chest be open, your spine be long, but relax your belly. Lead from your belly button. You can gradually come down any amount. You can stay on your hands, or if you feel comfortable, you can lower down onto your forearms or all the way head to your mat. You come down to whatever feels right for you, and maybe it changes over time. And again, I'm going to read you affirmations from the inner workbook for you to repeat. I guess I didn't know any better at the time. I'm always doing the best I can. I'm always doing the best with what I do know now. I grow through my mistakes. I let go of grudges, even toward myself. I am perfect, whole, and complete, even with my perceived mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process. While my actions sometimes have painful consequences, my soul is always innocent while I'm learning. Go into your deepest space in this pose and bring your awareness into your back body as you breathe. Your back body behind your belly, behind your spleen, and expand even the backside. With every inhale, relax with every exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands back up. Grab onto your thighs, bend your knees. You can give your legs a little shake, and then cross your legs for a side stretch. So really getting into the side belly and the spleen. Drop your right hand onto the mat, and maybe you can even come down onto your elbow, but just check in to see if your opposite sit bone lifts up. So wherever you can go while keeping both sit bones down. Lean into your right, open your chest, and take your left arm up overhead. Reach through your left fingertips, anchor down through your left sit bone, and roll your heart open toward the sky. Breathe into your side waist, your side ribs. Twist your heart up. I want you to imagine yourself as a young child as you stretch into the shape. Maybe you come down a little deeper with every exhale. And just imagine all the mistakes you made as a kid. Getting hurt, tripping, falling over things, getting your feelings hurt, saying the wrong thing to friends, and the immense compassion you can have for the child version of you, or any child. Maybe you have children. And just notice how somewhere along the way you forgot to have that same grace and compassion for you as an adult who still has an inner child, just in a grown-up body. You're just making adult mistakes now. And that's okay. This is your first time being an adult, just like it was your first time being a kid. Just breathe into your side body. Feel into that grace. And switch sides. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Root down through your right sit bones. Come down any amount. Notice if your right sit bones lift up. Re-anchor them down and find a position where you can stay rooted into your mat as you stretch. Reach through your right arm. Breathe into your right ribs. Turn your heart up towards the sky. And start to switch your compassionate heart on toward your adult self. It's okay that it's your first time being a grown-up. It's okay that you don't know what you're doing and you sometimes make mistakes. Give yourself the same grace you would a child, knowing that this is their first time being a kid. They don't know any better yet. Can you turn your heart open even more? Come down a little deeper for the last breath. Big reach. Really reach out through your fingertips and root down through your sit bone. Feel the stretch and expansion through the side of your waist. And inhale, come back up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Sat. Exhale, hands through heart center, Nam. I am truth, truth is me. This is the truth. Inhale, reach your arms up. Sat, that you're allowed to make mistakes. Exhale, Nam, and that you're loved even as you do. 2 more. Sat. Nam. Sat. Exhale, Nam. Nam. Let's take another twist, this time seated with crossed legs. Bring your right hand back behind you, your left hand to your opposite knee. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, twist. Just hold your twist. And continue to deepen your twist with each exhale. It's really important that this truth that it's okay to make mistakes, that you're loved as you make mistakes, really settles into your body, into your belly, into your spleen, and that this can be your new root program, because without this awareness, it's so hard to have compassion and grace for others. We're super intolerant of others making mistakes because we don't even give ourselves that grace. Inhale, return to center, switch sides. So let go of that story, whoever told you or made you believe that it was not okay. It was never the truth. It was just an untruth that they were passing on to you. Twist deeper into it. Let your belly relax a little bit in your twist. Open your heart. And return to center. I'm going to turn sideways on the mat. You can stay center. So bring your hands to your belly and bend your knees for boat pose. But this time the belly is going to get firm. Hold on to your belly. Let your belly relax and then tighten up your core. Pull your belly muscles in. Feel how tight your belly gets when you pull your navel into your back body. Let it go again. And pull your belly in. Sit up even taller. I notice when I do this, I just feel a lot of tension and anxiety of having to suck my belly in. But I also can feel that sucking my belly in allows me to sit up taller and hold my spine up. Grab onto the backs of your knees with your firm core and lean back onto your sit bones with your firm core. So just because your belly is getting tight and you're holding yourself up with your core, lift your right leg up. Feel how your core has to stay turned on as you meet the challenges of the world, and you have to be strong. Lift your left leg up. Core is tight. You have to be strong. You don't have to lose the belief that you're allowed to be imperfect. Belly is strong. Core is tight. Lift up through the back of your skull. Balance on your sit bones. You can even take your hands off if you feel like you want the added challenge. Keep your core tight, maybe even straighten your legs. And even as your core tightens, to say, it's okay for me to make mistakes. In your strength, in your strongness, as you're holding the weight of the world, keep your heart open, point your toes, lift your legs, feel your tight, strong core, how strong you are, and let it go. Open your knees, lean forward, let your belly hang out. We're going to do 2 more rounds of that. Keep bringing that awareness to when your belly gets tight and firm and you have to do something hard, that you immediately, it triggers this like need to be perfect, this like willingness, this like perfectionism in you, that I'm going to get strong, I'm going to hold myself up, and I'm going to win, I'm going to do good. But you can be strong and try your best, but you can also have grace with yourself and laugh a little. And it's okay if you don't win. It's okay if you have to put your legs down. It's okay if you're not perfect. Let's try it again. Firm up your belly. Lean back. Hold yourself up. Lift your right leg, tabletop. Lift your left leg, tabletop. You can stop whenever it's too challenging. Maybe take your arms off. Feel your core strong. Lift your chest. Straighten your spine. Maybe straighten your legs. Point your toes. Squeeze your thighs together. Feel strong. Smile through your face. And it's okay if you have to take a break. Hold for 10 more seconds. Try your best. Let go of the rest. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm shaking. 1. Let it go. Woo. Open up your legs. Lean forward. Let your belly relax. Sigh it out. Last one. Strong core. Here we go. Boat pose. Grab onto your thighs. Lean back on your sit bones. Lift your heart up. Take your legs off of the floor. Bend your knees. Hold yourself with your core, with your strong belly, your strong stomach muscles. Take your arms off your thighs. If you haven't tried yet, go ahead and try now. Straighten your legs. Open your heart. 10, 9, 8, 7. Heart open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And lower onto your back. Keep your legs lifted. Keep your head lifted. Hold. Flutter your feet for 10, 9. Strong core. 8, 7. Tuck your chin in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Breathe into your belly. Take 3-part belly breathing. Bring your hands onto your belly. On an inhale, fill your belly like a balloon. Keep breathing, expand your ribs. Keep breathing, expand your chest. 3 parts like you're filling a cup of water. Exhale out through your mouth. Again, inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale, let it go. Last one. Take bridge pose. Bend your knees, hip width apart. Plant your feet on the floor. Lift your sit bones up and then tuck your tailbone down so that when you lower your hips, you land right on your sacrum. Lay on the back of your skull, slide your shoulders away from your ears, imprint your spine on the floor. So tilt your pelvis so that your hip points come up towards your navel, and feel your spine press into the floor. Feel your stomach and belly concave. Hold that. You can even bring your hands onto your belly and feel the earth support the back of your spleen, the back of your belly. Breathe here. I am perfect and whole. Even as I make mistakes, even if my body, my appearance isn't up to societal beauty standards, even if I said something so embarrassing the other day, I love myself as I'm in this process of learning to be human. The earth supports me. Keep your imprint in the earth, hip points up to navel, concaved belly. The earth supports me. The earth sustains me. I'm loved. I'm held. I'm protected. This is a playground, a learning school. I'm safe to be here and be myself. And then relax. Let your pelvis tip back to neutral. Reach your fingers for your heels, palms face down. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Press through your heels. Inhale, lift your hips up. Press through your heels. Feel your shins come back toward your shoulders, toward your face. Squeeze your inner thighs. And again, Kapalabhati breathing here. Inhale, natural. This is different than Bhastrika. It's a natural inhale, forceful exhale. So we did Bhastrika before, forceful inhale, forceful exhale. Now it's just a natural inhale, a forceful exhale. It looks like this. So you only focus on your forceful exhalations. The belly naturally snaps back into the spine. Your inhale is natural. Squeeze your inner thighs. 1 minute, Kapalabhati breathing. Imagine pumping out any negative stories, any old beliefs. Keep your hips lifted. Squeeze your inner thighs. You got a slight pressure in your glutes. Press through your heels. You're about halfway there. The reason we're doing Kapalabhati rather than Bhastrika is because this one's a little bit more shallow and easy to do in this position. It's a shallow, soft inhale, forceful exhale. Snap your belly back for 10, 9, 8. Keep your hips lifted. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. Take a big breath. Now fill your belly up. Exhale, lower yourself down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your pelvis fall into a natural position. Take your feet wide on your mat and take windshield wiper legs. You can take your arms out into a goalpost position, palms up, and just let your legs swing right and left. Inhale and exhale. You can add in your sat nams. Sat nam, sat nam. I am truth. Truth is me. Just feel how this is stirring up your belly. Return to center on an inhale. And let's take a final deep twist. Cross your right thigh over your left. You can double wrap if you have it, or you can just wrap at your thighs. Drop your knees to the left and look to the right. Anchor down through both shoulder blades and breathe. I'm gonna again read to you from the inner workbook. Just keep breathing here. The only way to heal the wound of judgment is to surrender and admit that as humans, we are not capable of making accurate judgments. The limited human mind has no idea why things are the way they are. It can't grasp the infinite details of the universe and the eternal state of our existence. And so we must give up thinking that we are capable of judging anything appropriately, even ourselves. Humility is the ultimate healer for this theme. By surrendering the role of playing judge. Humility arises from accepting that we can't hold ourselves accountable for something we literally did not know at the time of our choice. Just because we understood the repercussions of our choices now doesn't mean we understood them accurately at the time of our choice. We are not capable of knowing the future and the infinite details of every choice we make. Lastly, even if we knew the wiser choice in the moment, this is really important. We may still have lacked the strength and the conviction to actually choose the higher choice. Knowing that requires humility. Thus, we are always doing our best. We're doing our best with, the sun is shining in my eyes. We're always doing the best we can with what we are capable of doing at the time. Luckily, Divine's love, compassion is unconditional. Inhale back to center. And exhale, switch sides. Cross your left thigh over your right. Drop your knees to the right, look to the left. Keep breathing. Let your belly completely relax. Anchor down through your left shoulder. Because we are innocent and unconditionally loved by divinity, we are the only ones holding on to guilt. No one else is keeping tally. Everyone experiences the natural consequences of their own choices and determines their own eternal destiny through their spiritual free will. From a higher perspective, there is nothing to actually forgive because we are all innocent. In a universe that is all connected and an extension of the same source, we are all the same one, and therefore to judge anything or anyone is to only judge ourselves. There is no judgment necessary in a universe that is innately perfect, balanced, and always harmonious. Consequence is eternally unfolding in every moment. It is only our limited point of view that creates judgments and perceives wrongness or lack. Judgment is a perfect example of the mind creating enemies that don't actually exist. The spiritual truth that judgment is impersonating is just consequence. Consequence just is. It is the natural repercussion of any choice or action, and it doesn't require judgment. It is impartial and unbiased, like gravity. Therefore, to make any destructive choices is to attract oneself to destructive consequences. This is what all spiritual teachings are trying to convey. All choices have consequences. There is no judgment. Ironically, the consequence of judging another is to subject to the torment of our own judgment. To project negativity onto others is to attract the reciprocal negativity to ourselves. To believe in enemies is to make enemies. To condemn others is to condemn ourselves. Let go of this twist. Come back to center. Inhale. Give yourself a hug. All perceived mistakes is only a reflection of innocent misunderstanding. Grab onto your thighs. Rock it out. Give yourself a hug. We can let go of guilt by inviting a higher perspective of humility of our limitations. Exhale, release, lay down on your back. We are always doing the best we can with what we know. We don't need to hold on to judgment over ourselves any longer. Take a breath in through your nose. Sigh out through your mouth. Close your eyes and surrender into your Shavasana. We must let go of playing judge to ourselves and others. Decide right now to become more loving and more forgiving, more compassionate, and it will be so. Invite and allow more love for yourself and let the burden of guilt go. Completely relax. Breathe into your belly. Just letting that awareness sink in. Again, remind your belly, yeah, it's okay. You can let these stories go. You can let these emotions go. There's no need to hold on to them anymore. You can take your time here in your Shavasana, or you can return to your journal, or you can just meditate on the truth, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to roll up and grab my journal, but I'd like you to conclude with the truth. So, what is the truth? We wrote, my belly is holding on to the belief of, the first memory of this is when, my spleen is holding on to the guilt of, and instead I want you to write the truth. The truth is that I was doing the best I could. I didn't know any better at the time. Those choices actually led me to the understanding I have today, so it was all perfect. I needed to go through that. Whatever realization that is coming to you from the mistakes or the judgments or the guilt that you're carrying, I'd like you to take a moment to set the truth straight. Either write it down or meditate on it with your hands on your belly. The truth is, and fill in the blank. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. You can always get your own copy of The Inner Work. We'll put the link to the book in the description of this class, which can help you immensely in your journey of self-healing, especially around the wounds of guilt and judgment. Thank you for allowing me to be seen even as I make mistakes today. From my heart to yours, namaste.